And now based here in Brooklyn, Mahogany uses her personal experiences with addiction, racism, sexism, and oppression as inspiration for her spoken word poetry, writing, and activism. She has been featured on HBO's Brave New Voices as well as PBS NewsHour segment Brief But Spectacular. As a Cave Canem Fellow, she has published several poetry collections and books, and among the myriad of other accolades that I do not have time to mention in this introduction, she is also the director of Black Lives Matter at the Pratt Institute. So, ladies, please welcome to the stage Mahogany Browne.
Good evening. How you feel? Oh, it's so many more people than I remembered when I walked in. Okay, I'm just playing. Look to your neighbor, say good to see you, good to see you. Say you look nice tonight. Say I know, right? I did this, I put this on, spritzed up in the restroom, good. This is Day of the Girl, and thusly I'm so excited to do this poem. My entire poetry platform, my entire existence exists because of the sisterhood and the sisterships that I have formed for the last 20 years specifically. And I really like to pay homage to those women, not just the matriarchs, but also like the cousins, also the person who's at the job and, you know, they'll make sure I've eaten and things like that. So this is called Sanctuary. Women are taught that first love looks like sisterhood. Taught the way a woman holds her sister is the way she holds herself. Her God says she is her sister's keeper, and her sister needs good hands to hold the jump rope sturdy. Her sister needs still hands to keep the wolves at bay. Her sister needs strong legs, the kind that don't bend and buck when blood comes just a rushing out her head or her nose or between her legs. Her sister need know how to clean the wounds till sewn, how to braid the wool with pomade, how to fill the cup until liquor poureth over, how to keep the liquor from pouring over and sloshing out, all out into the world where a woman already made to look like a mess, like an oil spill, like a junkyard dog with no chain. No sister want to be no dog with no chain or no home or no man. No sister want to be no dog, no how. No sister want to be so common that all she knows is hunger. No sister want to bark at the scent of a man. No sister want to No sister wants to be the type that houses all that lonely, the kind to keep her closest sisters like a broken chain with their backs all crooked and their edges ruined from the flood. The world is so full of floods calling themselves love from the ruin of a shattered dam. No. A sister wants to be the type of sister who can keep her kin safe until her safe becomes familiar. A sister wants to learn to keep her hands open with love until her love becomes as holy as her mother's name. A sister wants to be the type that builds the bridges that keeps other sisters from sleeping in the trenches. A sister without this type of currency is a broke woman. And every sister need know her hands are blessed for something more rich. Every sister need know a tribe of women willing to pad her knees and elbows with shea butter, willing to sing wind into her hair like a prayer. A sister wants to be the type to be prayed for, to be prayed for, to be prayer, till prayer becomes mantra, till mantra finds a home in her bones, till mantra stretches itself wide and reaches her fingertips, till her fingertips holds the jump rope for other sisters, till her fingertips keeps the other wolves at bay, till the wolves hear her hymn and know she is a sister with sanctuary. And this sanctuary got the type of hymn that her ugly woman mouth be singing pretty, even though everything around her says run. Thank you. I know poems are difficult and you're like, I'm supposed to listen. Like I learned this in class. You listen attentively, you make a note of the extended metaphor and you deal with it later. This is New York City, okay? New York makes everything a sport. So pretend the poem you're about to hear right now, we're gonna have the Super Bowl of poetry happening, okay? So if there is a moment you feel like, ooh, I wanna like write a note about that, make a note, you could say, ooh. If you want to like update your Facebook status, you can say, ah. If you want to respond to your girlfriend via text like, oh my goodness, you can say, all right, nice, what, Word? And my favorite is wow. I do it all the time. It feels so good. It helps with your diaphragm and stuff. So this last poem I'm going to do is actually available in the back. It is the Black Girl Magic poem. And thank you. Yes. Yes works too. And I wrote this poem because I was doing a lot of community engagement events, and the mothers of the slain young men and women were asked to be there because they are the pillars of our community, but also they were grieving their lost ones, yeah? And I realized how much resilience they had, and I wanted to just give them a little bit of respite and celebrate them. So this poem is called Black Girl Magic. Thank you again for having me, and I don't think I need the mic. I'm gonna try this. If you can't hear me in the back, just raise your hand. You ain't supposed to wear high heels. You ain't supposed to smile in public. You ain't supposed to smile nowhere, black girl. You ain't supposed to be no more than a girlfriend. You ain't supposed to get married. You ain't supposed to want no dream that big. You ain't supposed to dream at all. You ain't supposed to do nothing but carry babies, and carry felons, and carry weeds, and carry silence, and carry families, and carry confusion, and carry a nation, but never an opinion. Because you ain't supposed to have nothing to say, black girl, not unless it's a joke. Because you ain't supposed to love yourself, black girl. You ain't supposed to find nothing worth saving in all that ground. You ain't supposed to know that Tina, Beyonce, Cecily, Shonda, Rhymes, shine, 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 black girl. You ain't supposed to love your mind. You ain't supposed to love. You ain't supposed to be loved up on. You only supposed to pose voodoo child, Vixen style. You're supposed to pop out babies and hide the stretch marks. You're supposed to be still. So still they think you statue. So still they think you chalked outline. So still they keep thinking you stone. Until you look more Medusa than Viola Davis. Until you sound more Shanae than Kerry Washington. Until you're more side-eyed than Michelle Obama on a Tuesday, but you tell them you are more than a hot woman in Washington set. You are Quinta Kintae's king. You are a black girl worth remembering, and you are a threat knowing yourself. You are a threat loving yourself. You are a threat loving your kin. You are a threat loving your children. You black girl magic, you black girl fly, you black girl brilliant, you black girl wonder, you black girl shine, you black girl bloom, you black